Good morning. We are live. We are here, and we are getting set up. And I hope you're ready, and you're willing, and you're able. And we're going to start the show.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
To honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome, from the United States Air Force Band Singing Sergeants, Technical Sergeant Michael J. Aiello.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beer for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.
Drinking in the AM's a sin. Old Cracker's just hanging with his old friend. Beer for breakfast, what I said. Beer for breakfast, make it two. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Again. Pop that top. Again. Sun pounding on your head. Beer, take care of that. Beer for breakfast, that's what I said. Beer for breakfast, make it two. Pop that top, that's what I said. Beer for breakfast, make it two. Pop that top again. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Again. Pop that top. Again. Beer for breakfast, that's what I said. Beer for breakfast, make it two. Beer's bitching, abounding up. Incentive when that morning comes. Beer for breakfast. Amen.
That hooker in the bathroom was dead when I found her! And Beer for Breakfast is a show by men.
Oh,
There, now
good morning, everybody. How the hell are you?
Take three.
I just took off the wrong damn file. Holy crap, man.
It's going to be one of them days.
I'm telling you, I've been yawning since early this morning. It's crazy.
Well, that could have something to do with the fact that we drank like ungodly amounts of beer yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We did do a little bit yesterday. Let's see what this is.
Like I'm strolling through the house with 2 cases of beer in my hands. My wife looked at me like, "What the hell? I gave you a card."
Yeah, that's kind of how our day went yesterday. But we got a lot done. Finally, I got to sit down that I needed to get done. And
The end of that month and a half of lawn mowing was a bitch. I even mowed my backyard. It didn't terribly need it, but now that it's done, it sure does look better. I found Jethro Bomb. I slid in that.
Yeah, it's good for that.
He had that one hidden into a deep pile of weeds. I missed it.
Well, it looks like he might have got through to him because it didn't take him the hard left on the first sidewalk going out that way.
Well, he likes his little mud spot now, huh?
Yeah, I guess. But see, I don't look out there. I'm always facing this way. I don't pay attention to what that shit looks like. I just looked over at my TV and there's a big old flag. I didn't know what the hell that was. Big old TV's got me confused. Anyway, so good morning to everybody that's not listening. That's starting to piss me off. It makes me not even fucking want to do the damn show, man. It pisses me off so bad.
I know. It's like, who are we talking to? Ourselves?
Yeah,
oh, there's a live person.
Or
good morning. My gosh.
Or like, your wife or my wife.
Yeah.
Yes, Gene Hackman, dude.
Unbelievable. Whole family and the dog.
And the dog. So it had to be, like you said, it had to be some kind of carbon monoxide or gas
leak, anything. But the whole family doesn't get wiped out or like by accident.
Not, yeah.
You don't all die of old age at the same time.
At least you would have thought the dog would have been smart enough to go, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, maybe he did go, I'm out.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Literally.
But yeah, that's a shame. I mean, he was in his 90s, but he was still.
Yeah, I was shocked to hear that he hadn't done a movie since like 2004. I was like, holy shit. Seems like you see him in movies all the time. You think it's current.
He was in a lot of movies. Gene Hackman was in a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah, they were listing off files.
French Connection, I think, is when he was his first big one.
Yeah.
In the 70s, I think 71 or 72, something like that.
He always played the same type of character, too.
Yeah, he did. Like. Yeah, he played a hard ass.
Yeah. He was good at it.
The only time that he didn't really play a hard ass was in the gay movie Birdcage.
Oh, yeah.
He played a kind of a funny comic kind of guy. And in Get Shorty, he played a funny guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Howard Zinn, he got his ass beat by the phone. They beat him up. When Ray Barboni comes from Miami to California.
Oh, we forgot to start the show correctly.
Oh, yeah,
there it is.
I already opened mine.
Welcome to
hey, buddy.
Here from our breakfast show.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy dog.
You coming over there, or you just gonna? I don't want no presents.
Hi. Hello.
I don't want no presents. Let's go check and see what's going on outside. Come on out here, buddy.
Yeah, we don't want him to be straining.
Yeah, you don't know what she fed him yesterday.
I don't know what I got fed yesterday, but it's working this morning.
Yeah, I had 2 horrible hot dogs. You know what? And the French fries are so crappy, I couldn't even eat them.
Even the French fries sucked?
Yeah, it mattered. Jethro! There you go. Jethro!
I got to clean more dog poop than the guy that owns the dog. He decided my backyard looks more inviting than his. Yeah, today's big race weekend. We got the St. Petersburg Grand Prix. It starts Sunday, I think, is the actual race, but there's a bunch of parties and stuff in St. Pete Saturday. So if you're into that, I think they were saying it's like a cheap seat is $30 or something like that. Which isn't bad considering an average NASCAR ticket's $100. No wonder those guys can drive expensive cars and rack them and just, I'll get the second one out. Oh, I'll get another one out. Paying $100 a ticket, you got 100,000 people there. That's a lot of bucks. He's whistling for a dog that can't hear.
I hope I didn't make a mistake there.
Oh, he's done with his business, and he goes.
I don't know if he did any business or not. That's the scary part.
I'll keep an eye open.
Yeah.
Yeah, the St. Pete Grand Prix is Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
The Strawberry Festival starts today. They got all kinds of famous people, musicians. Reba's there, and it's already sold out. She's going to be there for like 10 more days. That was sold out a long time ago from what they said.
You couldn't give me money to go see her.
Yeah, I don't really flip out over her at all.
I don't like her at all. I did back when she first came out, but
Once she did that stupid TV show,
Yeah.
I kind of lost any interest in her at all.
that's when I said, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yep, Gene Hackman was 95. His wife, Betsy Arwakana, or Arkawana,
She kind of looks Hawaiian,
Japanese is my
possibly.
guess. Could be Hawaiian. She was a classical pianist. And he was, of course, an Oscar-winning performance actor.
Oh,
The
yeah.
French Connection. Unforgiven was a real good movie.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
A breakout role in Bonnie and Clyde. But he always, and Young Frankenstein was funny.
Yeah.
But didn't he do Hunt for Red October too? He was in the Hoosiers.
Maybe.
The Birdcage he was funny. I did not expect him to be that funny in the Birdcage.
Yeah, I don't really look at him as a comedic actor. You know, you always think of him as a serious guy.
Yeah, because he always said he didn't like to do comedies.
Well, it's made him $bazillion. I'm
Yeah.
sure he died a very wealthy man.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Wonder if he had a lot of kids or anything.
I don't know, but
Didn't really mention in any
She-
of the articles I just saw.
she definitely looks sloped there, didn't she?
Yeah, there she looks more Asian than she
Yeah,
is
more age. Yeah.
like Hawaiian. or
That's a
something.
more polite way to put it than I did.
Well, that's why they call them that, you know.
What?
That's why they call them
Yeah,
slopes.
I know.
They got a slope forehead.
Yeah, it's they don't like it when you do that, I guess.
Oh well.
But, you know,
Hmm.
there was a guy that had he was at Walmart and they had the nutcrackers up for Christmas.
Yeah.
And there was a white guy and a black when they were like 18-foot tall nutcrackers. So he takes his phone to the white one and he goes, "If that's a nutcracker, then what's that one?" Hey, you know, I put the batteries in that camera last night, and as soon as I got the first 4 batteries in it, it turned itself on.
Oh no shit.
So I went ahead and put the other 4 in it, so it's ready. So and then I put the instructions back in it. So if you want to have Jody
Program it to my
hook it up
phone.
to your phone, and I got the box, but there ain't no where did I go to school?
No destructions at
There's
all.
no instructions on the box. It just is waterproof, 3 months standby time, 2 pieces, power.
So basically, 8 batteries are good for 3 months.
I guess. But I'm gonna have to go on the website and look at it because I think I could use it with plug in without having to.
Oh, without batteries.
Yeah, because that's how I usually like to do things.
Yeah,
but-
because batteries are expensive.
And it's got the advanced infrared night vision, perfect high definition image, HD quality. I just don't know if it has any sound, but it's got a microphone on it, so it should.
Probably. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough.
Hook that mother up.
They shipped off my dog thing.
Oh, really?
Yep, they shipped it off today. Or last night I got the thing.
Oh,
So
that's the whole seat comfy cover.
yeah, we got to find somebody with a dog that actually get into cars. My dog's too crippled to get into a car.
Poor old thing. He just wants to.
Oh, he does want to. He misses going for rides. He loves going for rides. But you can't get him in there now. The last time he got his head stuck between the seat and the side, and which he used to just stick his head through there, but now he doesn't have any strength in his back legs, so he kind of just, I'm like, I could leave you there and end this for you. It would
Close the
be
door and off we go.
it would be a mercy killing, but I couldn't do it to him. I love the dog. He's a good dog. He was much better when he could hear and see, but he really is absolutely cannot hear a damn thing you say to him.
Yeah, his hearing seems to have gone quick. You
Real
know,
fast, yeah.
He wasn't bad when a couple of years ago he was fine.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he walked around good and everything. Now he's like
Yeah.
us old.
When we 2 years ago when we got here, almost 3 years ago now, when we got here, he was all right. He was kind of getting bitchy, you know, but he could still walk good and he could get in the car.
He had that grumpy old man thing started.
Yeah, but then that he progressed quickly as to not doing so good. But you know, he's a good dog. I ain't gonna complain.
Oh, yeah. You know, once you have a really good dog, no matter how many dogs you have afterwards, they're never as good as their best.
Yeah.
Mine was a big German Shepherd. He was like the most loyal dog in the world. And I was concerned when we had the baby, the first kid, because he was there first, you know, and he's a big dog. He easily knock one of them over real quick or hurt them.
Yeah.
But he protected them better than he protected me. He took right to them.
Some dogs are like that, man.
Yeah.
Some dogs are.
He was funny in the snow. He had this habit of running around like crazy and then come sneak up behind you and take you out at the knees. He would take you right to your freaking ground.
I had a yellow lab like that, man. It was crazy. There was the EPA, which is I think is a big scam organization. They let Lee Zeldin head that now, who really probably should have been the mayor for New York or the governor for New York, but I think he got screwed. He reveals there's no real oversight of the shocking $20 billion that Biden admin funneled through the Citibank, and they say it's the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
$20 billion.
And you know, and as much as even if Biden had been sane through all of it, I didn't like the little son of a bitch anyway, because I just never liked him. He was always mean, and he was always nasty, and he was always a jerk. But see, now I'll probably, you know, now they all lie, both right and left lie so much you don't know who the hell's telling you what, and then when you do, they're half the time not telling you the truth.
Yeah, you know, if their lips are moving, they're lying.
And that's what we got to get rid of. Everybody's talking about getting rid of the swamp.
Yeah, don't worry about the billions that we're pissing away. Worry about the assholes that are doing it.
How about drug testing them? Stop them from illegal trading, and getting millions and millions of dollars in 5 years.
Yeah.
All of that shit's punishable by jail shit. That should be, because if you did all that, we would go to jail.
Oh, shit.
And it's just like the cops can lie to you, but you can't lie to them. You'll go to jail for lying to the cops, but they can lie to you all day long.
That's like when they claim they're interviewing you. They're setting you up.
Oh, yes, they are.
All they're doing is trying to trick you into saying something incriminating.
Yes, they are. One wayward. Now I pressure washed all that shit yesterday.
You still got
I poured bleach down, everything. But yeah. So I don't know. I just they should get drug tested. If they're going to make laws, they should have to. I mean, that's what they're there for. They call themselves lawmakers,
right?
So if they're going to be there, then hey, buddy, you make the laws. It's okay for me, but not for thee or whatever.
Right.
Not that.
Lawmaker and lawbreaker sound so much alike.
They want to make it, and we've got enough laws. You don't need to keep adding shit to the laws. We're pretty much restricted enough. This is a free country, and every time you add a law, we get less freer and less freer and less freer.
That's true.
I mean,
the law is supposed to protect you, but instead it deters you.
You don't have a fishing license. You go out there and stand on that deck and let the game warden drive by.
Oh,
and this is our property.
No shit.
You know what I mean?
And it's a private lake.
And it's a private lake. I don't know if they...
Well, they do have one public access. It's over at the hotel.
You know why a lot of the times they have public access is because it allows the fisheries to put fish in there.
Ah.
If you don't have public access, they won't do it.
That could very well be the reason.
Yeah.
But you rarely see boats that aren't residents on our lake. The only time you do is when the hotel's full, you'll see 2 or 3 boat trailers and they park them at that little dock they have. They got wiped out in a hurricane one time. It was gone.
Really?
Yeah, it was just nothing there. They rebuilt it. That little hotel's nice. They're all like little suites.
Oh yeah, I don't think
they
I've ever
got
seen
full size refrigerators, full kitchens, and every one of them.
I go to the Ramada when things are bad. When it gets hot and the hurricane hits, I usually
they're over $100 a night
I know.
now for a crappy hotel room.
I know.
But a crappy hotel room with air conditioning is better than
Yeah.
a crappy, nicer house without.
Yes, it is. It is because it was and here's what's crazy. It was the electric went off at like 7 o'clock that night. No hurricane, just went off.
Right.
And we waited, and we had fun with it because I have all these things that I can make electric with, and so I'm listening to the radio and I'm doing my thing, and then it's probably we're sitting out looking at because out in Venus there's no light, so you can see the sky is just absolutely beautiful up there.
Yeah, you don't get any
of the
light
city
from
lights or
streets
nothing.
right?
And then she said something that had to be the second dumbest thing I've ever heard her say in my life. I wish I could remember what it was, but we both laughed about it, and I picked on her about it for 2 days. But
and then the power came on.
It was no. So then I said, okay, well it's about midnight, so I think I'm gonna go to bed and try to get some sleep. And so I went and laid down, and 5 minutes later I got up and she was on the porch, and I said, okay, fuck it, called the Ramada and seen if they got a room. I'm not doing this.
You must have been going through withdrawals, no computer.
Oh, I didn't mind. I can deal without the computer. I can deal without the computer. Once if all I got to do is say, "Oh, well, I don't have it," then I don't have it. I'm not freaked out like that. That's the computer for me is really just something to do to fill time.
Just a toy.
I do my hurry up work on it to get paid, and then when I'm after that I do that for about 3 or 4 hours every night. Then after that, it's just playtime and goof off time.
Yeah, I heard you pre-staging our show this morning.
Did you?
At about 5:30.
Parking lot. If you're a parking lot attendant, I'm not.
Pay no attention to that.
Where the hell did that come from?
I don't know. I'm out here. That's a new. That's a new video. And
someone picked up the TV.
Yeah, picked up the. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, not a whole lot happened yesterday other than the Gene Hackman thing, and they say they're going to release the Epstein list, but
it's like, who cares? He's dead. She's in jail. Game's over.
And they're not going to put the people that were there in prison,
right? It's like
So I mean, if that's the case, you'd have Dippy out half of Hollywood.
Yeah, breaking news.
Breaking news. They're pedophiles. Yeah, breaking news.
Today, and here's what happened today in history. In 1974, People magazine's first issue came out.
Really, in 74?
Yeah, that's surprisingly newer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I thought that was like in the 50s.
And the main guy on the Channel 13 Fox News, he said he has the original day one copy of it.
Oh, that's probably worth about $8-10.
Yeah. It was probably 75 cents when he bought it.
Probably.
Remember when you go into the grocery store, there'd be half an aisle with magazines from floor to ceiling, and all the nasty ones were wrapped in paper up on the top row.
And you always had the tabloids, the Inquirer, the Star. My mother would come home with all of those.
Yeah, that was all at eye level, so it was impulse items.
Mom got those. Mom didn't get the People magazines at the time, but if it was anything that had to do with
gossip bullshit,
she got all that stuff, man.
Yeah, people love that crap. That's why TMZ's so popular, because it's a tabloid of the past on TV.
Yeah.
Let's see. Birthdays. Joanne Woodward.
Oh.
95.
Still alive?
Yeah, I was shocked.
I did not expect that.
Neil Sehon. He was a guitar player and a co-founder of Journey. He's 71 today. That's 2 days in a row there was someone from Journey having a birthday.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know the other guy, so I didn't mention him yesterday, but it caught my eye because it was 2 days in a row.
The only one from Journey I knew was Steve Perry.
Yeah. And he's not even a lead singer anymore.
Not anymore. He hasn't been since the 80s.
Yeah, for a long time. I didn't even know that. I'm like, what the hell?
I know they hired some little Filipino guy that sounds just like him.
Yeah, that was crazy. Well, that's about all my bullshit for today. It was a slow news day, apparently.
Yeah.
I guess we're the big news, mowing the lawn.
Yeah. The Epstein thing. Pam Bondi said that she's going to release the names, but you know what's going to happen? The same thing with that.
They're going to redact them all.
Everybody.
Nobody will see it.
Just like Trump promised, I'm going to, as soon as I get in office, I'm going to release the FBI files on MLK, JFK, and Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well, where's that? He gives it to Tulsi Gabbard and says he's come up with a solution in 15 days. No. You said you're going to release it unredacted. He said unredacted, I'm going to release it. Well, where is it? You know, stop bullshitting us around and just show us.
Yeah.
We already know that LBJ killed him or had him killed, so let's
Right.
just go ahead and just get that out and just be done with it.
All right, get it over with. Just make the one-day news headline, and you're done.
Yeah. And like people talk about it for,
Instead,
you know.
for 30 years we've been talking about the damn thing.
My friend Eric on America Untold Stories, him and his buddy will get, 2 years of content out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's their biggest draw is when they start talking Kennedy.
Oh,
Man, they get all of their. That's when.
You'd think the whole damn world stopped and missed a beat.
And because his buddy Mark is, he's got books, and Mark says some of these books that he buys on that are $600 and $700 a piece.
Oh my God!
And
yeah, people are crazy about that.
And
there's about 1,000 conspiracy theories.
Of course. And Mark will tell you right now, he'll say, they say, well, the three hobos did it. And Mark's like, no, it wasn't the three hobos, and no, none of them was Melt or May. But there's so many wild out shit done things.
Yeah, whatever your mind can dream up.
I will tell you now, I don't think Oswald had a damn thing to do with it.
Yeah.
I think he was a scapegoat.
Well, they killed him for a reason, boy. When you're surrounded by FBI, elbow to elbow, and a shooter can get to you.
Exactly like the kid that tried to kill Trump.
Oh, yeah.
That shot him in the ear. The minute they're washing blood off, they're getting him. They cremated him before they put him to his family.
Oh, yeah. He was dust before he hit the freaking ground.
They're like, yeah, we're going to have to cremate this kid because I don't know. Why would you cremate him?
Too much evidence.
Exactly. They might find something on him. He might have an implant.
Right.
That we put in him when he was 6. Waiting for this very moment to appear.
Oh, now we got a whole new conspiracy theory going.
I know.
Start our own book.
I tell you, I think that they catch them young. I think that they catch these kids young.
Yeah. Brainwash them into doing something. Yeah,
because
they train them and massage them and work them.
That's right. The same thing with Nick Cruz to shut up the Parkland school.
Mm-hmm.
They knew. The FBI knew about him. They've
been to his house like 7 times or something.
Yeah, and the FBI and the local police, and didn't even take his guns.
Right. If somebody called in something about a gun with one of us, they'd come in, they'd seize everything you have, and keep an eye on it.
And we'd be at Home Depot buying a new front door because they sure as hell ain't going to replace it.
Right. I make good money putting doors in. Go ahead, knock my door in.
You're like screaming, "Bring the warrant!" Okay.
Yeah, show me the warrant. Boom! There goes your door. That's my warrant, bitch. Get out of the way.
Yeah. So.
Keep your hands where we can see them.
They knew about that. They follow. I mean, the 2 people watching are probably my FBI handlers right now. Hi, Fred and Joe. How you doing?
We saw your truck out front last week.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that car that I was telling you about. They caught my attention. Dark windows all the way around. Pulls up and stops right at the edge of my driveway and just sits there. And then slowly backed up and pulled into the house next door. Well, if the guy was in there to do work, he obviously knew where the hell he was going.
And he was very quiet about it.
Yeah, he was like in and out. I even went over and took a picture of his license plate in case those people said, "Hey, somebody robbed our house. Anybody see anything?" I'd be like, "Yeah, here's the plate."
Well, somebody actually more like it put either cameras up or put bugs in your house, mister. So
yeah, probably.
Because they had just moved in, so they probably, you don't know what they were.
I haven't seen them there since they brought all their stuff in.
Wow.
I had a dream that their side door was open and there was a little black kid and a little white kid running around. And I know that they have one baby and it's a black baby. And where I come up with this, having 2 little kids running around that house is, and the baby is way too small to be running around. So it's like a weird dream.
These days,
I implanted stuff in their house on them.
With all that Similac fake baby titty milk that they drink these days,
That's just crazy expensive. Holy cow!
That's what my mama would say. You notice these kids these days? They're always breaking their legs and breaking their arms. And I'd say, yeah.
They're always sick.
She'd say, that's Similac babies. You never got sick because you was a titty baby.
Till you're 22.
Still a titty baby. But yeah, that's what she said. She said those are Similac babies. They're not good for nothing.
You know, the reason kids are so sickly today and they're all got allergies of every sort is because they never played out in the dirt. You know, my kids, when they were little, when my wife used to leave and say, "Can you watch the kids for an hour?" I'd be like, "All right, you guys, let's come outside and play in the dirt." And she'd get back and she went, "They're dirty. What are they doing in the dirt?" I'm like, "They're being kids."
My mom made us go out and play in the dirt.
She didn't let those kids get dirty. They would have school clothes, and then they'd come home and change out of their school clothes, and they were getting into cleaner, nicer clothes to not be in school than they went with.
Yeah.
It's like they never played. I mean, they played indoors for the most part.
We came home, and the basically the rule was
come home, get a snack, get out.
Change clothes, and get the hell out.
Grab a banana and hit the bricks.
That's pretty much about the way it was.
And we'll let you know when it's okay to come back in. After Mama's stories are over.
When Dad's truck pulls up at summertime, then that's when it's time to go. Come in.
Yeah. And then they usually threw you back out on the back porch for
a while. I mean, that's not even, that's just because you had friends. That's
you went and played with the neighbor kids.
Yeah, you did shit. You went outside. And
my sister had kids that were about the same age as my kids, and I cannot recall them ever playing outdoors together. And I could see her house from my house. We shared the same hillside because I sold him half of it. I sold him all the road front because he thought he was doing good.
Yeah.
Well, then he found out the reason I sold him all the road frontage and kept only 50 feet from me was because my taxes went way down.
Yeah.
Instead of paying for 20 acres with 800 feet of road frontage, I was paying for 10 acres and 50 feet of road frontage. That worked out nice. And most of my road frontage was my driveway. I had a freaking long driveway. It was half a mile, all uphill.
I understand some taxes, because you got to take care of your community. But
I think we should just adopt that gnat and quit trying to kill him.
I know.
He's quicker than we are by a mile.
We are. Yeah.
If we started to like him, he would die of natural causes.
And I was over here spraying. I went through a whole can of that shit in here yesterday. But
he's probably snorting it.
He probably is. Now I've made him stronger. Now I've turned him into Peter, whatever his name is, and he's going to be Spider-Man. But here's a squirrel. Jump, squirrel, jump.
He'll be a flying squirrel.
We have those in Florida.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
And you don't see them very much anymore. You used to see them all the time, but they're little bitty.
Yeah, the squirrels in Florida are tiny.
Yeah.
Even the rabbits are small. Up in New York, man, everything was bigger.
Yeah, our deer are basically just Great Danes.
Yeah.
We might have to cut this show at 8, brother, because I'm fucking sleepy. You see me over here yawning?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to doze off a couple times.
God almighty. I mean, this is weird for me because this, as far as I know, in the last year, this has only happened twice. It's where I just couldn't stay awake in the morning. Because I went back to bed. I got up. I went back to bed. I was going to make a peanut butter sandwich with some hot coffee. And I said, I know what I really want. So I grabbed 3 corn dogs. Put them in the microwave and had 3 corn dogs.
Delicious and nutritious.
And I ate them, and I was asleep in like 3 seconds, man, as soon as I went down. So then at 4:30, I popped up, and I'm like, ooh, I got to go and make sure the intro's right and get all that right, get it all set up. So I come out here and start working on that. And
there's surprisingly a lot of prep time in this show.
And that really is. It's just crazy.
We just got to figure out how to make some money on it.
Yeah, and get people to watch, or at least tell us that we suck in the comments, you bunch of cowards.
Yeah, man up. Tell us how stupid we are. We know it.
Robin did a live show last night. It was one of his typical Robin live shows, and then I sent him the link this morning.
Yeah, he's one crazy son.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This slide, the sunrise they said this morning was at 6:51. It was not. It was way before that because it was daylight before you got here.
It was real bright.
And yesterday it wasn't. The last couple of weeks So, but the high today is
going to be like 82 for a high.
98% humidity is the high.
Yeah. Well, the weather is fair and 62 in Lake Placid, according to my phone.
Lake Placid, Florida.
And it's snowing in Binghamton, New York at 37 degrees. Seattle, Washington is 45 and still dark.
It is almost March. It should be, yeah, well, it would be because it's what, 4 o'clock in the morning.
3 hours behind us, yeah.
It ought to be a crime, national, worldwide even. After May, it's not allowed. Someone needs to call God and say, check this out. We gave you December, January, and February for all your winter fun.
Yep.
We need to stay night and day in the 70s at least until June. And you can pop us up to the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And you can come back down a little bit for Halloween because you don't want the kids getting sweaty in their costumes.
Makeup running.
But then you got that till March. March 1st, it's over.
This is the first year that I really haven't gone to like one of the private clubs that we belong to, the Elks or the Moose or whatever, and dressed up and won the contest. Jody and I always win every year. And we've done it for years and years and years.
Y'all didn't win nothing this year?
We didn't do anything.
Oh, I figured y'all did.
No, we didn't even dress up and go anywhere. It was like weird. I guess old age has finally hit us in the ass.
Apparently, because I'm yawning like a son of a bitch over here. I cannot believe that.
I know. I never see you look tired.
I know, and I had a whole pot of coffee.
Huh.
I guess I just didn't get enough sleep last night. I might have had bad dreams, and that made me rest. Weird.
Yeah, you don't sleep soundly when you're dreaming.
And I don't sleep soundly anyway. Because every time I hear a noise, I want to grab a pistol and run to see what it is.
I hate when you hear weird noises in the middle of the night, man. You get up and you're all paranoid.
Oh,
I get nuts. I'm like, what is that? What is that? And I turn the lights on outside, everything.
They were up at till past 10 last night. Past 10. And I kept hearing all this talking, and I'm not used to that. And because I'm used to it being almost dead quiet from on out here, except for the noise I make.
There's no birds at night, nothing. It's just
and then
quiet.
all of a sudden I'm hearing him. But every once in a while I hear my armadillo over here digging in the weeds. But and then I hear him just they're just talking and talking and talking, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Because now I don't want there to go to jump again. Jump, squirrel, jump. Chicken shit.
Just toying with us.
Yeah. The squirrels are fun. I like the squirrels.
Yeah, they're cool to watch. I like when they chase each other up the tree.
Man, they go crazy
they
too.
They jump from branch to branch.
They should be getting ready to be having their babies.
Yeah, tis the season.
Yeah.
The birds are chirping up a storm over in the nest. Yeah, yesterday. I swear that was the eagle back there. So I get out there and I got my phone all zoomed in. And I'm looking. I finally get a nice sideways profile picture. I take the picture. Nope, same stupid bird.
Yeah, that's a shame that the eagles are around. But I mean, the ospreys are nice too. But
yeah, but the eagles were cooler.
Yeah, the eagles were cooler.
That's something you don't often see in your backyard.
Yeah, even down here. I mean, because we're pretty rural down here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very hard word to say, rural.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're slurring through the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's a good drunk word, right?
That's about the only time I can say it. That's what I'm saying. But, yeah, there's just nothing on the news. I mean.
What's your paper have to offer? Anything?
Oh, yeah, a lot of stuff. She made a long one today. President Donald Trump was expected to sign an executive order on yesterday.
Another.
Eliminating federal tax benefits for all illegal immigrants. The order will direct all federal agencies to identify all federally funded programs currently provided any financial benefits to illegal immigrants and take corrective action. This order is intended to ensure that any federal funds to states and localities will not be used to support sanctuary policies or assist in illegal immigration. It will also mandate the improvements in eligibility verification to prevent federal benefits from going to anyone in the United States illegally.
About time.
Another thing that he did, Pete Hegseth said you got 30 days if you're a tranny to get out. But then he also said if you can get a waiver on a one-by-one basis, then we'll let you stay in if you can get a waiver. Well, I think that's if they're good at their job, I don't really care if they dress like a chick.
Yeah, I don't really care either.
If they can't bring the politics into all of that gay marching shit's got to stop in our military. We can't be doing that. because it makes us the laughing stock. And when people start laughing at your military, your country has no more power.
That's true.
Schools in Philadelphia will continue allowing transgender athletes to play in girls' sports, even after the state of Pennsylvania announced it would comply with Donald Trump's "No Men in Women's Sports" executive order.
That seems like it shouldn't have to be an executive
It
order.
shouldn't have to be anything.
Common sense.
It should be, hey, look, just because it's like if at first you don't succeed, just call yourself Tammy and go play against little girls.
Right.
So
that's just like freaking crazy to me. I just can't believe that that's a headline, you know.
It's just absolutely insane.
I'll tell you what, I have never seen a president sign so many executive orders in the first couple of months of his job.
He knows that he's got to get it done. He probably thinks in his head that they're going to assassinate him.
Yeah, get it done while he still can,
everything
right?
I can get done now. Yeah,
he must go through 1,000 pens a week.
he must because he's constantly signing.
No shit. It's like he sits in that office. If I was the president, I'd be wearing my freaking pajama bottoms and I'd be sitting in that Oval Office and not let anybody see me and not come out and just do your shit.
He only sleeps like 3 hours a day. He sleeps less than I do. And that's saying something. He's got to have some place where he goes and gets his downtime, though.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah.
Mar-a-Lago.
And then he's golfing.
Yeah.
In New York City, one education official spoke out against the state's intent to deny Trump's order about the transgender thing, I think. Yeah. However, the city and state appear they will continue allowing trans athletes to compete.
They can compete in their own sex, you know, men are men, girls
Okay.
are girls.
This is where I get in trouble with my conservative friends. All in the 80s, all I heard was girls should be able to play football. Girls should be able to play football. Girls should be able to play football.
Good, let them.
And I'm like, okay, well then, if you want to play, girls want to come over there to the boys' sports, and the boys should be able to go to your sport.
Right, but don't claim you're a girl.
All right.
Or don't claim you're a boy, you know?
You shouldn't have to go through all these traumatic changes that ruin kids' lives.
Yeah.
It's just some of these girls have competed, have trained all their lives to compete, and they're probably going to win a gold medal. And then Leah Thomas walks up with his little erection, going, "Hey, I think I want to be a girl swimmer."
Yeah, hey, I'm faster than the girls.
He wasn't faster than any of the boys, but he's faster than all the girls. What does that tell you? We're down to at least just one, so one net we're doing pretty good.
I know. I'm gonna get that son of a bitch.
I'm gonna go get another can of spray, and it's gonna cost me $12 to get rid of that one fucking net. They only have a lifespan of 24 hours anyway, I think.
Yeah, but that's a long 24 hours. This some bitch been here for a week.
A lot of these states are not doing the. That's why she said this is long, because Wisconsin's not gonna observe it. No way. It says Wisconsin announced last week that it updated its policy to only allow athletes designated as females at birth to compete in girls' sports.
Which is just common sense.
There you go. Meanwhile, Michigan has not complied with Trump's executive order and continues to allow trans athletes. Look, then, all the girls should say, okay, check it out. Then we're done. We're not doing this anymore.
Right.
I'm not going to go. One girl was playing volleyball and she got brain damage and she's a quadriplegic for the rest of her life because this big old giant dude slammed the ball and went on her head and it broke her neck.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I mean, come on, dude. And they're boxing women now, so now it's okay to beat up chicks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's some wacky shit.
I know, it's just absolutely insane. I don't even like it when Ronda Rousey gets beat up. I think she deserves it.
Oh man, she's a tough bitch.
I know, but she's got a mouth on her.
Oh yeah, well, you got to be tough if you're gonna be loud.
You're gonna be stupid. Yeah, she's definitely stupid. I see you, you little bitch. You fish are supposed to be this top order bait. Jesus.
Somebody jump out of that damn fish tank and get that.
Yeah, I got all these wild fish, and they're wild fish. These ain't store bought.
They're right out of the canal.
And I think I got one having babies all the time because
it looks like there's more.
Yeah,
and there's some tiny ones in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was only 3 originally.
And I feed them once a week, whether they need it or not. Oh, there's something about Placid in here. For the third time in less than a week, a violation of the BASS, that's BASS, information rule led to an angler's disqualification. Veteran pro bass angler Matt Herron announced his departure from the Elite Series after being disqualified from the St. Johns River tournament. Now top contender in the Clewiston hometown sport, Scott Martin, of course he is, has been he's also been disqualified.
Oh, no shit.
Holy crap. Preventing him from competing in this week's highly anticipated Bassmasters Elite. It is that time of year. Every March, this is when you can't fish on Lake Okeechobee for almost a year.
Really? Because they're like the
bass people.
Fill in.
They fill in, and then they yell at you for being on your own lake. Get up! This is where I'm fishing at. You see the TV crew? I'm like, fuck you! I got here 2 hours ago, bitch.
I live right over there.
Jesus Christ!
Take your New Jersey
And
ass home.
matter of fact, I'm not gonna catch and release this fish. I'm releasing this shit in cornmeal and hot oil. You better go somewhere.
That's catch and release.
they love it. I can't believe you're gonna eat that fish. I'm like, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna go on your boat, take that shit, and yours.
Freaking
yours look pretty nice. You know they die.
Yeah.
They're like, we just catch and release them. Okay, well, how long are you gonna leave them in that live well? Then drive them around in that bumpy boat that you feel like you have to go 100 miles an hour in,
right,
to get up to the boat. Then carry him around in a little basket, moving him from tank to tank in water.
Right.
And then you think he's going to live when you let him out. Where do you think he's going to live? Stupid ass.
Yeah, he goes out 50 feet and belly up.
That's crazy. Anyway, bass officials received a call on the morning of February 26th from the elite sports pro Scott Martin, self-reporting, he's such a good guy, a violation of a rule concerning the receipt of information on how to gain competitive advantage from a non-competitor.
Martin, that's a bunch of shit.
So basically, he lives on the lake. He lives there. The Scott Martin Tiki Bar is there. His daddy and his mama, they're divorced now.
Their mama owns all that with his name.
So he has the home field advantage anyway. So now if he talks to me and I say, hey, Scott, over by Moorhaven, man, I was catching,
this one cove
10 pounders all day
spot,
long.
man. Go there.
And now that's illegal.
It's like, hey, survival the best, man. If you're smart enough to take a tip, take it.
Martin admitted to having a conversation with the local angler about conditions at certain locations on Lake Okeechobee after the no.
Hey, what's going on, Carson?
Oh, shut up. After the no, the no information period was in effect. Due to the infraction, Martin has been disqualified from the 225 Champion Power Equipment Bassmaster Elite on Lake Okeechobee and has been assessed a fine. Unfortunately, and inadvertently, I received information that violated the no information rule, Scott Martin. I was rigging my boat at the marina and was engaged in a conversation with an angler and simply did not shut it down quickly enough. This really hurts. This lake is special to me, and I was really looking forward to the event. That said, the integrity of our sport is paramount. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I'll give you some integrity of your sport. Go out in the middle of the lake and let the locals fish where they all want to fish at. And
really.
They keep saying, we bring so much money to Clewiston. No, they really don't. They bring money to Roland Martin and his family. But they don't. They might go to Walmart, but most everything else they bring in. When their wives are there, they're over in Palm Beach shopping. They're not hanging out in Clewiston.
No.
Have you been
Nobody
to Clewiston?
hangs out in Clewiston.
The drug dealers don't even hang out in Clewiston.
It's like a drug-free zone.
They're like, Jesus Christ, there ain't nothing. No one's going to buy nothing here that's got any money. There's a good chance you'll see a Vietnam War era veteran here in South Florida. One of 3 veterans in Florida are from that area. 1 in 3, yeah. According to the Florida Department of Veteran Affairs, veterans in Florida work together to restore places of the past, preserving the helicopters they flew and the vehicles they drove. And some of the special groups of the veterans are doing this in the Palm Beach and Treasure Coast. Navy veteran and WPTV anchor Mike Trim is connecting groups that do this from Palm Beach to Okeechobee counties. They're now working together. Project 425 is a group of Vietnam veterans and Patriot volunteers that take Vietnam. That's just how she stopped it. It all starts at the G&M Ranch in Loxahatchee, and the mission at the ranch is clear. Anything to keep the memory of aircrew services in Vietnam, I'm for, said Michael Carroll of the Project 425. It's been going on since 2007, and it has rehabbed helicopters and military vehicles. It doesn't say how many.
2.
And then say they rehashed or rehabbed or.
Yeah.
And that's, oh man, we went through that whole thing. That was pretty quick. I was not expecting that.
And that's the news.
And that's the news from Lewiston and Lake Placid and the world.
The whole world.
So Scott lives there. He runs his mama runs the bait. Well, Roland, or not Roland, but what is his name? Real good guy. Oh, I can't remember his name now. He's a Hispanic guy. I think he might have become mayor of Lewiston. But he runs the. He's always Ramon, and it's not Raymond. But if he was white, it would be Raymond. But Ramon, I think is his name, that runs the bait store and the whole marina, really. But Scott grew up on that lake. Scott knows that lake, and he knows everybody. I mean, he went to school there.
Yeah,
he knows everybody there. Everybody in Lewiston knows Scott. So now, if he goes and talks to his next door neighbor,
he can't go to the bar and have a beer because somebody's going to talk fishing to him.
Yeah, because if he goes to the tiki bar, which is his bar,
right?
Everybody after they go fish go over to the tiki bar and have a couple of beers and some shrimp. Right. And so he's like, I got to put in earplugs.
Right, can't talk to anybody. Stay away from
bullshit
me.
Rule. They let him go fish the lake to find their favorite spots beforehand. So what do? Of course, you talk to the locals.
You would think that'd just be common sense. If I'm going to go deer hunting,
right,
I'm going to ask my buddy who deer hunts where's a good spot. You know?
Integrity of the sport.
But that makes no integrity deer hunting. Bullshit.
Integrity of the sport, my dick.
Yeah, that's a bunch of shit. I call the bullshit card.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's a bunch of shit, man. It's like they're just making rules on rules to make a rule.
What kind of pussy self-reports?
Yeah. Well, he figured it's better to fess up because he knew it was a rule than to get caught at it and then say, oh, he's a cheater. This way he avoids that conflict.
Well, I think more like what happened was he was afraid he was getting set up.
Probably.
And didn't want to get caught.
Right. Yeah, that could very well be because that fishing competition is highly competitive.
It's high dollar.
And yeah, you make huge money just to catch fish and put them back.
And
I want to see competitive whale hunting.
Yeah, it impressed me. But they're using these $20 lures. And all that shit. I just.
Yeah, they got crazy money.
I don't have. Yeah,
those boats are $100,000.
And most of those guys, they're half of the boats Rangers is paid for.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a big enough name, they.
Oh yeah, you don't think Roland Martin was not getting 100% sponsored when he was doing it?
Oh, of course. And then you got Skeeter bass boats. They're out there. Everyone's getting. Most of these guys aren't paid. Once you get a name for yourself.
Yeah. And it's fun when they're in town, like going somewhere.
Yeah.
They'll all be at the Ramada, and you get all these beautiful decked out boats.
And
there's got to be $20 million worth of equipment.
And their trucks have to match their boat.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to match, so the wraps have to be the same. Geico sponsors them. All these people sponsor these people.
Oh yeah, big money in that shit.
It's I don't know. It's got to be a hell of a write-off.
I'd wrap my truck in anything that wanted to pay me $20 million a year.
Absolutely. You only have to pay me that much.
Hell,
I wouldn't.
If Trump wants to send me like $5,000 tax return, I'll put Trump stickers all the way around that damn thing.
I would too. I did that in Ocala one time for free. One of my friends was running for city council or some shit. I don't remember now.
You covered your vehicle and
his son did. And then he goes, this is going to piss you off. I said, I think it's pretty cool. We'll just do the rest of it. We'll just keep going.
Fire it up.
Louis Dinkins for city council. I don't remember what he was running for. He's a lawyer. I even knew lawyers back then. My friends' dads were lawyers.
I'm sure your dad knew lots of lawyers.
Jesus Christ. Someone had to pay to keep Mom out of trouble. But, will you be mad if we end this now so I go to sleep?
No, I'm all for it.
All right, we're sorry, everybody, but Ron is tired. And I don't know why. I'm have to investigate that. But we're ending the stream, and we're just going to end it like grown-ups. We're just going to end that shit.
Have a good day.
Thank you
Peace
for
out.
watching, and we'll do a better show tomorrow. It's Friday.
Yeah, Freaky Friday.
Cannot believe